Hello you guys, Abraxas here, and I'm going to be playing some SpaceEngine. Anyways, I do have a few suggestions here, including some game suggestions from XD. He wants me to play Paint the Town Red, Gang Beasts, Totally Accurate Battle Simulator, Agario, and Splixio. Um, I know a couple of those games are free. Agario, for example. Uh, yeah, I guess I'll look into those. I'm not sure I'll play all of them, but I'll look into it. Anyways, I do have a lot of suggestions here, and yeah, hopefully this will not be too short of an episode. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so we have one from Quinn Alexander, and he says, it is a Plan Nemo that is being lit by something. Actually, no, hold up. Where is it? Scrolling through a list. Looking for the one from Oziar. Right. Okay, so I've unloaded the mod. I'm going to try to visit that planet you suggested last time, so let's go ahead and give it a try. Okay, so is this actually the one from yesterday though? No, this isn't the one from yesterday. I think I've already visited. Did I already visit? Yeah, I believe I've already visited this one. Okay. Yeah, it's the Oceania with a ring. That's another Oceania. I feel like I've been here. I might have been here. Yeah, that's from 2 days ago. What I'm looking for. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so I'm going to try loading this ID, and hopefully it works. I've unloaded the mod, and this is the ID you suggested yesterday. That didn't load for me. Okay, so I have something here. You know what? Maybe that was a gas giant that I haven't visited. I don't know. What you wanted me to visit yesterday is a system with an ice giant with life as well, based on inside of a nebula. Yes, it looks quite like a nebula. And yeah, let's go ahead and check this out. So we have the gas giant with life. It is aerial life, so of course it's not visible. Actually kind of inverted from what I'm normally seeing. Normally it's like a blue planet with tan stripes. Now it's kind of vice versa. But let's check out this Titan here, because I do love Titans. They're a very unique planet of themselves. Okay, so it's an ice world, kind of. We got some huge polar caps. And a small ring. A little bit thick, but yeah, pretty small ring. We got some lovely orange clouds and kind of a bluish-white surface ice. Now, assuming... Okay, so the planet temperature is negative 219 degrees. That means this ocean is practically liquid nitrogen. So, very cool. And we have some lovely blue ice here. I don't know what that would be comprised of, but certainly blue ice. Do we have any mountains anywhere? The reason why I like to go to mountains on Titans is because sometimes it does actually expose the rock face. Not seeing anything immediately. I see something here. What is this? Yeah, what is this? What is going on here? I guess it's just a ripple in the terrain, kind of like these, but all distorted and wonky, so kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm not seeing any mountains, though. Doesn't seem like any mountains have actually generated on this planet at all, from what I could tell so far. Oh, wait, here's the mountains, but they're not really mountainy, they're just kind of hills. But the height on them is not turned up, so they're not actually generating as tall mountains, it looks like. At least, I'm going to initially assume, unless I can find something. Is this it? Okay, this is a little bit hillier. Okay, that's looking a little bit more like mountains. Those are not rocks. What is going on here? That is weird. We got like a blue and green and orange, yellow texture. I think no, that's not rocks either. That's more ice. Maybe the red parts. I'm not really too sure. It looks like a huge glacier, kind of. This is a very, yeah, I've never seen anything like this in the game. Looks like glaciers almost, but totally overly saturated and colorful. Very interesting. Very cool. There's a star way out there. Barely lighting up the sky. In fact, if I actually go over to the real planet brightness, which I might have. No, I don't. This might be very dim. Yes, it certainly is. It's actually a very, very dark planet with a very, very cool looking night sky, actually. Let's go ahead and click off of this. Check that out. That is absolutely beautiful. Wow, I think I might have actually just found the thumbnail for this video. So, there you go. Totally awesome Titan. Definitely do recommend visiting this and turning on real planet brightness, because that is amazing. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to the next planet, which will be... where's my HUD? I can't find my HUD. Oh yeah, it's because I'm not clicked on a star. There we go. We have a warm Terra over here, so let's go ahead and check this out. Really cool looking nebula. So the Terra has some dark blue water and kind of brownish, tannish terrain. Let's turn on real planet brightness. Okay, so it's actually quite a bit brighter than initially anticipated by the game's default settings. And this looks very much like a desert. It is a huge desert, bunch of sand dunes everywhere. And is that what this planet is mostly comprised of? Is there no actual... I know there's not going to be grass, but is there any actual dirt? And that is a very, very weird looking volcano. It seems to be spewing out strawberry milk. I have something going on with the water here. Something tells me it's going to fade out as I get closer to the water. No, it actually didn't. Interesting. Not seeing any other terrain types other than this is just a huge desert world with water. And that's probably the only reason why it wasn't classified as a desert. But it has a pretty cool sunset. The atmosphere is comprised of carbon dioxide and water mostly. Not really much oxygen. Which H2O does have oxygen in it. It's just, for some reason, I don't know. I guess all the oxygen's in the ocean. But nonetheless, very cool little find. Is there actually moons orbiting around this? I see one over there. Yes, we have a Selena. Kind of a small one, and not completely round. Okay, so I skipped over Quinn Alexander. Let's get his suggestion loaded since that is one that I mentioned. It says it is a planemo that is lit by something. It could be a glitch. So let's go ahead and check it out. Yeah, I guess that mod was stopping that from loading. That's weird. Everyone else is loaded. Okay, I don't see it being lit by anything actually. I don't see any illumination on this thing, but I think I have real planet brightness on. Yes, if I turn that off, it is illuminated. Okay. This is not interesting. Said they could be eating? I don't think so. This is actually very, very odd because this is actually not being illuminated by anything. Yeah, tidal heating would not do this. Plain and simple. The reason for that is if it was tidal heating, it'd be illuminated on both sides, correct? I'd assume so. Okay, this is very, very odd. I don't know what could be illuminating this. Is there any way I could actually view the light source? Would it be on under planetary information? No, it doesn't appear so. Physical illumination. Is there luminosity? Luminosity is not even a value here. No, that'd be for like stars and how much light they're emitting. So yeah, that's obviously why. You would think a brown dwarf would have that though. Yeah, brown dwarf would have a luminosity thing. So this is obviously not brown dwarf. Nor is it nearly big enough at all to actually be a brown dwarf. The temperature of this planet is basically absolute zero. Yeah. Atmospheric? I mean, I wouldn't find anything under atmospheric at all. Yeah, I guess this is just a bug in the game. But, yeah, it's definitely recreatable on my end, and I definitely don't see what would be illuminating it. It couldn't be the galaxy, even though I know the galaxy doesn't have any effect on the luminosity of planets. Like, if it was the galaxy, it'd be illuminated on this side, obviously. But what happens if I hit play? Oh, yeah, I see a dark object there. There's a little moon. Which is actually being reflected on by the... Well, wait a minute. This is molten. Scorched desert? What? Why is this a scorched desert? Wait a minute. And when I land on it, it's like very bright and stuff. It has a dark blue atmosphere, as you can tell. Yeah, this desert is completely lava. It's 1200 degrees Celsius. Ball of lava, like illuminating the planet potentially? It is. Wait a minute. Let's track this desert. Let's hit play and watch this thing rotate around the planet, and let's see if it actually keeps illuminating the planet in the direction of this desert. Oh, check that out. Okay, I think I found out what the issue is. Maybe this is being heated up by tidal heating and it's illuminating that? I think that might be what's going on. But if I turn on the real planet brightness, it shows what it really shows. It's the game thinking that this desert is incredibly hot and emitting light, and when you turn off the real planet brightness, it just kind of overexposes the planet and illuminates it to its full brightness. So I think that's what's going on. But I don't know. Does it sound correct? I think it does. Um, yeah, very, very odd and very interesting. Yeah, because it's just a reflection on there. Since there's no sun to actually overexpose it on it like any other side, it's just gonna go for its max exposure based off this planet. But as you can tell, the light is following this planet as it rotates around. So very, very interesting. Good find. I don't know what would be heating up this planet. I assume tidal heating, but I could be wrong. Yeah, very cool find. I'm gonna post this on the SpaceEngine subreddit and see what you guys think about it. Yeah, Quinn Alexander. I think that might be what's going on, but I could be completely wrong. But yeah, very interesting. But yeah, as you can tell, it stays illuminated based on where this planet is, not any other light source. So yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion because I'm gonna keep rambling about this because this is very interesting. Uh, hey, if you're in the neighborhood, come or if you're around the neighborhood, come here. Okay, that was from Yutha21, Yutha underscore 21. Let's go ahead and bring up what he suggested. Okay, let's go ahead and pause the game here before things go flying everywhere. And looks like we have a Terra here with life, so let's see what we can find. Immediately, it looks like we are in kind of a rocky dirt texture, and I do have my quality settings turned down because I was recording a 360 video yesterday. There we go, that should fix that a little bit. Let's turn that down and let's turn this up, and there we go. Things should look a little bit nicer. So yeah, we got kind of a dirt texture there, and what do we got over here? A bunch of weird hills with a lot of varying textures, making it look very weird. Not sure what's up with planets that generate that. Where is the life? Gotta find the life. Is this life? I think this is life. Pretty sure this is life. Yeah, that's life. Hello, life. I don't know what you are, but you don't look like a rock. That kind of looks like a rock. That might be the same texture, though. I'm pretty sure that's the same texture. Let's go to a different side of the planet. Something a little bit closer to the water. Over here. That's the same texture. Well, I assume this is live. Looks like some kind of plant. But the life is marine and terrestrial, so I think this is a surface life. It's the only texture that's like not everything else. There's the parent star, and what are these two glowing things right here? Hot ice giant and a hot ice giant. Let's bring up the catalog here, and do we have a ring around this planet? Oh, we certainly do. We have actually kind of a large ring. Is this illuminated? No, it's a black ring. So likely just dust and stuff. It looks like we have a small ring layer right here, and then a large ring layer. So 3 ring layers or something like that. And it looks like we have an itty-bitty moon just sitting in the inside. Hello, little asteroid. You actually generated quite nicely. Where is our parenting planet? Ah, there you are. And here we are, just looking down at the planet from here. We have a cold titan over here, so let's go ahead and check this out. With some lovely orange rings. I don't imagine it's going to be much different from the other titan. It might not have those weird blue glaciers. I'm not seeing any hills at all. Oh wait, these are hills. Kinda, sorta. Ooh, that's actually kinda cool looking. Check that out. That's pretty awesome. And I assume this might be rocks. Huh, I don't know what's up with Titans and their textures doing this. Looks almost like JPEG artifacting or something like that. But the lovely orange rings are nice in contrast against the atmosphere. And what is that? Do we have a tiny moon? No, that's a star way out there. Never mind. Let's go back, but let's go to this cool desert. Okay. Got those lovely orange rings again. And we have something interesting going on with the rings here. Where does this actually end? Pretty close to the planet itself. And if we land here, we have kind of a nice tannish brown atmosphere. And if I fly over here, we can sit in the shadow of the rings. And there you go. There's the sun, or star, illuminating beyond the rings back there. Second there, I thought the game crashed. No, it just stopped for some reason. Okay, so for Faranuku 777. I think that's how that's pronounced. I don't know. He wants me to visit a Terra. I did look at the picture that he actually did post in the comments, and I thought it looked amazing. So let's go ahead and pay a visit to that. It was a pretty cool looking Terra. Let's see if it actually loads in the game. Is that correct? That looks like it's correct. Let's go. Oh, not too far from this planet, in fact. Kind of the same general area. And here is the Terra. Let's mess with the brightness here. Real planet brightness? Just makes it lighter. But yeah, the ESI on it is 93%, so it's actually very similar to Earth. And the atmosphere is carbon dioxide, oxygen, and nitrogen. Same thing as our planet. It just looks like the ratios are a little bit off, since carbon dioxide is the leading gas that is in the atmosphere. And the fourth one is H2O. You can only imagine where that would be. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Oh yeah, it's worth pointing out the semi-major axis is 42 astronomical units, but the parenting star is just a red dwarf. No, wait. It's just a red dwarf. So, yeah. Wait. No. 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 Wrong thing. There we go. Now I got this system up. Actually, it's a binary system. It looks like we have a orange dwarf and I think a red dwarf. I think there's a red dwarf in there. Is this a red dwarf? Yeah, it's a red dwarf. Red dwarf's over there. Okay, so it's just an orange dwarf. So it's not actually illuminating as much heat as our yellow dwarf or main sequence star that we have in our solar system, also known as Sol. And yeah, that's why this can be much closer without actually being so hot. But the temperature is 33 degrees, and the greenhouse effect is 1.4 degrees Celsius, which actually makes it pretty close to Earth, a little bit warmer, but almost spot on. let's go ahead and land and see what we can find. So immediately we have like these kind of dune sand texture things with what is this? I want to say a grass texture. Yeah, it's a grass texture inside of it. So pretty cool looking. Definitely interesting landscape. We got these kind of roundish hills generating here. And let's see. Looks like it tried to generate like the desert rock surface there, but kind of failed a little bit. And we have a large volcano over here. It's not active. It has grass growing inside of it. Pretty cool. I think it'd be cool if the game would generate like, you see how this like volcano's mountain peak is like completely round? I think it'd be cool if it was able to actually generate like irregular surfaces for that. And if it would have a little bit more variety to volcanoes, like making them look like actual mountains and stuff. Or this part dip in and where the lava is actually flowing down while everything else is kind of just irregular, rocky and mountainy and stuff. I think the volcanoes could use a little bit more variety because they generate the same way and then sometimes they just mess up entirely and yeah. And over here we have the same sandy texture but with grass on the top and some very lovely eroded and contrast mountains. Let me fix my field of view here. And yeah, this is a very cool looking mountain range. Because it actually does have like the nice liney erosion effect going down it, but it's still like the tall pointy mountains, so it looks natural. I wouldn't say too natural. Yeah, I'd probably say natural. A lot more natural than the other ones at least. There's a cool little valley down here. Let's go ahead and touch down and see what this looks like. Yeah, I'd say this looks a lot more natural, apart from these really spiky things here, but I think I could just fix that by going over to my graphics and turning up my level of detail. That should hopefully smooth that out a little bit. No, guess not. I think that's only going to like increase the amount of polygons I could actually render, so distant terrain will probably look better. So let's go ahead and go back and turn that back down before it lags out my game. Let's turn it up higher than that. There we go. Is there actually any snow on this planet at all? Do we have any snow caps or anything? Doesn't appear so. See, I think the ESI is actually based... Oh, wait, it does. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I think the ESI is based off of atmospheric composition and basically temperature and size. I don't think it's specifically what, like, terrain generates. So to have 100% ESI, I think would just be having the... same compositions as Earth, but the shape and whatnot could be completely different. And we have again here some really awesome looking mountains against the dark sky over there. And if I turn on or turn off real planet brightness, it actually gets a little bit dimmer and looks a lot nicer. So, very cool. And yeah, I do like this planet. If you guys want to visit this planet, ID's always, as always, top left. And let me see if I have any more suggestions. Okay, so I have a couple from Derp Sauce Gaming. He wants me to visit some random stars with... Actually wants me to go to the moons, too. Alright, suggesting dual planetary things. Let's find out. Okay, copy pasting is being a pain. Let me try. There we go. Okay, so he wants me to go to this Terra. Okay, so did I see something in the background there? No. Oh, wait. Yes. Okay, yeah, he's suggesting me dual planetary systems. Okay, so let's go ahead and land here and check this out. The ESI on this planet is 90%, so actually still pretty similar to Earth. The temperature is a negative 7 degrees Celsius, though, so it's a really cold planet. Of course, that is an average. The equator is going to be much warmer. And there's no life on this planet, worth noting, and we have these round bumpy hills that generate their textures a little bit weird. Cloud layer actually seems to be quite low in the atmosphere. Yeah, it is. We have an active volcano here, a little bit of lava spewing out, and some lovely eroded hills, which kind of have a green fog to them when you look at them from a distance. So I'm going to assume these mountains are made of mint and chip ice cream. We have, when you look in the distance, it's kind of an orangish, pinkish atmosphere out here, and then it fades off to yellow. The cloud layer is so low that I can barely see it, though. And it looks like we have multiple layers of clouds, so we do have, like, different layers of atmosphere here. As you can see, there's actually an upper cloud layer. And again, with some pretty cool looking hills. Definitely nice. Nice and eroded. And let's check out its moon. Where was that moon? There it was. Oh, another Terra. What though? It's mostly in Oceania. Let's see if I can find land. Well, this is apparently a Terra. Oh wait, that's land. There we go. Okay, so we have land in the night sky. You know I don't think this is the Milky Way. The galaxy looks really, really cool from this perspective. Oh, and there's the moon there, just kind of illuminated. I say moon, but it's actually another Terra. If we wanted a really cool way to terraform some planets, we need to go to this system because this is definitely something we want to terraform. It would be pretty awesome. And let's hit play and get this side on the other side of the planet. Let's get some terrain on the illuminated side. There we go. And slam into the planet. Okay, I'm underwater, I think. I lost track of where the land was. It was up here? No. That's a volcano. I can land on the volcano. Hello, volcano. Oh, is that some lovely lava you're spewing out? Fantastic. Nice big volcano. Ah, there it is. Land. Okay. So there's no actual terrain on this. It's actually a much warmer Terra than the previous one. Probably because the greenhouse effect is actually much greater on this one. And let's see. We have another one from Derp Sauce Gaming, which, by the way, if I did not mention it before, this was suggested by Derp Sauce Gaming. Let's go ahead and check out the other one. I think, again, it's going to be another dual planetary system. As he is telling me again to check out the moon. And let's do this. Let's go over here and turn on orbits. And there you go. Just a little bit of proof that it is a dual planetary system. Okay, so here we go. Not too far away. And we have this kind of purplish blue again. This seems to be very common amongst Terras. So I see erosion, but we have kind of a rocky texture here, I would say. Let's see if we can find something a little bit more interesting than just a flat landscape. Hello. We have like a purple layer over here that we can just land on, and as you come over the hill, you can see this other Terra here, which actually looks pretty much the same as this one. Check that out. Now, let's bring up the orbits. These are orbiting really close to each other. Oh, yeah, these ones are almost... Oh, it does almost... It overlaps. It actually does. Check that out. That's really cool. It's still called 3.1, so that is technically a moon. Let's see. Let's land on this one at night. I'm on the night side, right? No. Did I just go through the planet? I did just go through the planet. I don't know why I went through the planet. And let's do this. Let's turn off orbits. Increase our field of view. And we'll check out this planet from this angle. So we got a volcano over here, which is rendering in. Very lovely. It looks like we have a pretty high atmosphere if it's actually above that volcano there. I don't think the clouds are actually clipping through. Very cool. Over here we have some hills. You can tell they look absolutely lovely through our telescope on this planet. And there's a nice desert hill texture there, as you can tell if we zoom in. So, very cool. And this might crash my game if I keep doing this. Look at that, we have a little volcano just sitting over there in the middle of the ocean. It is kind of glitched out, and the circle part is in the complete wrong area. And what do we have here? I think that is like a giant crater, but the land was like kind of pushed up or something out of the ocean surface. I think that's what happened there. From what I could tell, I don't see any polar ice caps, but we do have a lovely aurora effect. So let's go ahead and do this. And you can see it just twinkling there on the planet. Isn't that pretty? Oh, and the cloud layer is actually quite detailed. So, very cool, as you can tell. And that is one way to check out a planet. That is a cool way to check out a planet. Okay, so I think, if I am correct, that is all of the suggestions for today, unless I am missing something. Arthur Renato BB wants me to create our own solar system in, I think, Universe Sandbox 2. I'm actually gonna, where is it? Okay, so, I'm gonna open Universe Sandbox 2 right now. So, music's about to start playing. I'm sorry if it's loud. And here we are, Universe Sandbox 2. And the thing is, when you start Universe Sandbox 2, you actually start right here in our very own solar system. In fact, here's Earth, and there's all the other planets. And that is what happens when you start Universe Sandbox 2. Now, you said create our own galaxy. Well, the thing is, you can't really do that in Universe Sandbox 2. But one thing you can do is you could totally just place a still object. And they actually have galaxies here. You could totally just drop, Wow, I thought you could just drop in the Milky Way. I know you could just drop in galaxies, though. Like, here's Andromeda. Hello, Andromeda. Just engulf that entire system there for me. And, yeah. This is apparently the Andromeda Galaxy, but obviously it's not very well detailed. The Andromeda Galaxy, but I have the background texture of the Milky Way Galaxy going on here, as you can see. So, yeah. The reason why this is throwing me off so much is the controls are completely different than SpaceEngine, but yeah. Anyways, if you guys like this video, please leave it a like, and if you want to see more videos like this, please do subscribe. It really does help, and I will see you guys in the next one. Oh, and I hope you guys enjoyed that 360 degree video yesterday. I plan to do a lot more of those.